What's the one thing silently destroying your chance at becoming wealthy? It's not your daily coffee run, your streaming subscriptions, or even your rent payment. It's sitting in your driveway or parked outside your apartment right now. Your car. That's right, cars are the #1 wealth killer, draining your financial future faster than you can imagine. In the next 12 minutes, I'll expose the shocking truth about how much your car is really costing you, share a story that'll change the way you think about car ownership, and give you 3 simple steps to escape the car poor trap for good. Stick with me. This could save you tens of thousands of dollars and set you on the path to financial freedom. Hey, it's Mark from Tilbury Motivation, your go-to channel for financial tips that inspire you to build real wealth. Today, we're tackling a topic that's holding millions of people back from achieving their financial dreams: cars. You might think you're just paying for a way to get from point A to B, but cars are secretly stealing your ability to save, invest, and grow your money. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how much your car is costing you, why it's such a dangerous wealth killer, and, most importantly, how to break free from this trap to start building a richer future. If you're ready to take control of your finances and stop letting your car hold you back, let's dive into the numbers and see what's really going on. When you walk into a dealership and see a shiny new Honda Civic priced at $27,867, it seems like a reasonable deal, right? I mean, it's a reliable car, gets good gas mileage, and looks pretty sleek. But here's the hard truth. That price tag is just the beginning. Over 5 years, owning that Civic will cost you a jaw-dropping $46,821. That's nearly $19,000 more than the sticker price. How does a $27,867 car end up costing you almost $47,000? Let's break it down into the real costs of car ownership so you can see exactly where your money's going and why it's killing your wealth. First up, depreciation. This is the silent thief that hits you the hardest. The second you drive a new car off the lot, it loses 10 to 15% of its value instantly. For a Honda Civic, that's about $4,000 gone before you even get home. Over 5 years, depreciation will cost you nearly $11,000. That's $2,200 every single year, evaporating into thin air as your car ages. No matter how carefully you drive or how often you wash it, that money is gone forever. It's like throwing $11,000 out the window just for the privilege of owning a new car. Next, let's talk about insurance. For a 40-year-old with a clean driving record, insuring a Civic costs about $12,000 over 5 years. That's $2,400 a year, or $200 a month, just to keep your car legal. If you're younger, say in your 20s, or you've got a speeding ticket or two, you could be paying $15,000 or more over 5 years. And that's for basic coverage. If you want comprehensive or collision insurance, those costs climb even higher. You can shop around for better rates, but there's no escaping this major expense. Fuel is another big one. Over 5 years, driving a Honda Civic will cost you $6,415 in gas based on average 2025 prices and typical driving habits. If you've got a long commute or gas prices spike, like they did in 2022 when they hit $5 a gallon in some places, that number could easily jump to $8,000 or more. Every time you pull up to the pump, you're pouring your hard-earned money straight into your gas tank. Financing is where things get even sneakier. Most people don't pay cash for a car. They take out a loan. Assuming you've got a decent credit score and put 10% down, financing a Civic will cost you $4,709 in interest over 5 years. That's money you're paying to the bank just for the privilege of borrowing their money. If your credit score isn't great, that interest could balloon to $6,000 or more, and that's on top of the principal you're already paying. Then there's maintenance, things like oil changes, new tires, brake pads, and wiper blades. For a Civic, you're looking at $3,224 over 5 years, assuming everything goes smoothly. But let's be real, cars always have surprises. A busted alternator, a worn-out clutch, or a cracked windshield can easily add up. Repairs alone will likely cost you at least $1,790 over 5 years, even for a reliable car like a Civic. And don't forget taxes and fees. Road tax, registration, and inspection fees add another $2,800 to your bill. So let's add it up. $11,000 for depreciation, $12,000 for insurance, $6,415 for fuel, $4,709 for financing, $3,224 for maintenance, $1,709 for repairs, and $2,800 for taxes and fees. That's $46,821 over 5 years for a car you thought cost $27,867. That's enough to buy a second car, take a dream vacation, or, better yet, start investing in your financial future. But the real cost of owning a car is even bigger than that, and it's what we're diving into next. The money you spend on a car isn't just what you pay out of pocket, it's what you're giving up by not investing that money elsewhere. Let's meet Sarah, a 27-year-old who just landed her first big job. Excited to treat herself, Sarah buys a brand new Honda Civic with a $780 monthly payment. She loves the new car smell and the compliments from her friends, but 5 years later, she's in for a rude awakening. When Sarah goes to sell her Civic, it's only worth $19,295 after depreciation. But if she had invested that $780 a month in an S&P 500 index fund, which historically averages 10% annual returns, she'd have $60,060 after 5 years. That's a $40,721 difference in her net worth just from one car purchase. Now, imagine Sarah repeats this cycle, buying a new car every 5 years. Over 30 years, she could lose hundreds of thousands of dollars that could have been growing in investments. That's enough to buy a house, fund a comfortable retirement, or start a business. Instead, Sarah's stuck on a financial treadmill, working hard to keep up with car payments while her wealth-building potential slips away. It's not just Sarah. Millions of people are making the same mistake, choosing a shiny car over a secure future. But it's not just about the stock market. That $46,821 Sarah spent on her Civic could have been used to start a side hustle, like launching an online store or creating content for a YouTube channel like this one. It could have been a down payment on a rental property, generating passive income for years. Even riskier investments like individual stocks could have paid off big. For example, if Sarah had invested $46,821 in Microsoft stock 5 years ago, she'd have over $150,000 today, a 224% return. That's the power of opportunity cost. Every dollar you spend on a depreciating asset like a car is a dollar you can't invest in your future. This isn't just about one car purchase, it's about a mindset. If you keep trading in your car every few years, you're locking yourself into a cycle of debt and depreciation. You're working to pay for a car that's losing value every day, instead of letting your money work for you. But there's a deeper reason why so many of us fall into this trap, and it's not just about the numbers. Let's talk about the psychology behind car ownership. Why do so many people, like Sarah, keep buying cars they can't afford? It's all about psychology and social pressure. Car companies spend billions of dollars every year on ads that promise a new car will transform your life. They tell you it'll make you more confident, like more successful, even more attractive. But let's be honest, a new car doesn't get you a promotion or a better relationship. It gets you stuck in traffic, stressed about payments, and worried about repair bills. The reality is far less glamorous than the commercials make it out to be. Then there's the social pressure. In many cultures, a new car is a status symbol. Drive a sleek SUV or a shiny sports car, and people assume you've made it. Show up in a 10-year-old paid-off sedan? You're not getting the same applause. Society has wired us to equate car ownership with success, especially for young adults trying to prove themselves. But here's the truth, the real winners are the ones driving older cars, while their investments are growing. Millionaires don't care about impressing strangers, they care about building wealth. And then there's the worst trap of all, negative equity. This happens when you owe more on your car loan than the car is worth. In late 2023, nearly 1 in 4 car owners was upside down on their loan, meaning they couldn't even sell their car to pay off the debt. Imagine paying $30,000 for a car that's only worth $20,000. You're stuck, unable to get ahead. This is a financial nightmare that keeps you trapped in the cycle of being car poor. Being car poor means you're spending so much on your car that you have nothing left to save or invest. You're making just enough to cover your payments, but not enough to build wealth. It's a treadmill that never stops, and it's getting worse. In 2005, total auto loan debt in the US was $720 billion. By 2020, it nearly doubled to $1.38 trillion. In 2025, it's projected to hit a record $1.62 trillion. But you don't have to be part of this statistic. Here are 3 simple steps to avoid the car poor trap and start building real wealth. Step 1. Buy in the sweet spot. The best time to buy a car is when it's 3 to 4 years old with 30,000 to 40,000 miles. At this point, the car has already lost 30-40% of its value to depreciation, but it's still reliable, modern, and often comes with some warranty coverage. For example, a car that costs $35,000 new might be just $24,000 at this age. That's an instant $11,000 savings. Look for reliable models like a Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla, or Mazda 3 to keep maintenance costs low. Step 2. Follow the 15% rule. Your total car costs, payments, insurance, fuel, and repairs should never exceed 15% of your monthly income. If you earn $3,000 a month, that's $450 max for everything car-related. Go over this, and you're risking being car poor, where your car eats up your ability to save or invest. Use a budgeting app like YNAB or Mint to track your expenses and stay on target. Step 3. Keep your car for 10 years or more. Most people trade in their cars every 3 to 5 years, losing thousands to depreciation each time. But if you buy a reliable car and maintain it well, you can drive it for a decade or longer. The longer you keep your car, the less you lose to depreciation and the more you can invest. If these steps save you $300 a month compared to buying new, that's $3,600 a year. Invested at a 10% annual return, that's over $118,000 in 15 years, enough for a down payment on a house, all from smarter car choices. Want to save even more? Here are 4 quick tips to cut your car costs. First, learn basic maintenance. Changing your oil or checking tire pressure can save you hundreds. Second, shop around for insurance every year to find the best rates. Loyalty doesn't pay. Third, build an emergency fund with 3 to 6 months' expenses to cover unexpected repairs. Fourth, improve your credit score by paying bills on time to save thousands on financing. Here's the bottom line. Every dollar you spend on a depreciating car is a dollar you can't invest in your future. The real flex isn't what you drive, it's the wealth you're quietly building behind the scenes. So, what's your next step? Are you buying a used car, sticking to the 15% rule, or investing your savings? Drop a comment below with your best money-saving car tip. I'm reading every single one. If this video helped you see cars in a new way, smash that like button, subscribe to @Tilbury Motivation, and hit the bell to never miss a video. Check out our next video for 5 millionaire habits to skyrocket your wealth in 2025. Let's stop the wealth killers and start driving toward financial freedom, starting right now.